It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's Maddest Writer, Dick D. Bartolo. This is episode 1671, recorded Thursday, April 19th, 2018. See you laser! On today's episode of the Giz Wiz, we have a 3D laser printer. You heard me right, lasers on this episode. We have some awesome new fake ivy, a viewer video, and a not so crappy corner. All next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now! And here he is, the buff of gadgets, the gadget buff. Dick D. Bartolo. He's getting buff too. He's been hitting.
Yeah. Working like crazy. How are you? Belated happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm doing great. Yeah, it's been a fantastic week and weekend. I got even some my parents know. I've been telling them about some of the business stuff. Got some cool business deals that happened.
Oh.
I announced on YouTube and Twitter that I will be a co-host, an official co-host for Minecon Earth 2018, which is a big deal for me. It's the official Minecraft. They used to have an official Minecraft convention called Minecon, and they switched it last year to an official Minecraft live stream. And so the idea was only a few people can go to a convention, only a few thousand.
Yes.
Hundreds of thousands can watch a live stream. So that's what they switched their official event for the year. And I was on it last year, but this year I will be co-hosting with a few other co-hosts, which is big news. That's never happened before. I'll be an official.
Now, so will you be doing it from your studio?
I will be flying to where they're going to do the live stream. In fact, I'm having multiple meetings throughout this year. One is going to be in Sweden. In fact, the one Giz Wiz that we have canceled, not canceled, but moved, is because I'll be flying to Sweden because that's where Mojang is based out of. The creators of Minecraft are based out of Sweden. So I'll be flying to Sweden to have conversations about that co-hosting gig, and it's going to be real cool. That was just released this last week.
Wow, very exciting.
On Tuesday, actually, it was when it was announced. So I'll be doing that, which is very official and very Minecraft, which of course is very cool. So yeah.
Excellent. Well, I was at Barnes & Noble, and I bought 2 more Mad magazines. That was my whole week. No, it's spring, and so Dennis and I have been trying to clean the boat up and clean up the backyard, and we got involved with another gadget that we'll talk about after you see my video. So it's been a fun week, but not as exciting as yours.
This is like, remember when you got to hang out? Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting his name.
Lin-Manuel?
Hamilton. Yeah, exactly. That's the peaks. I'm just having one of those peak weeks.
Oh, that's great. It's great.
Yeah.
Well, it's a peak week for everybody else as we start our show. I got an invite to see this Glowforce 3D laser printer, and I said, "Oh, okay." And then I was looking over the press thing, and I saw that they did a crowdfunding for it, and in 30 days, they hit $27.9 million.
No way. What?
So I thought, I know.
They're having a peak week.
They're having a peak week. So I ran downtown to the Palace Hotel, and I'll show you the one that they were demonstrating there, and then we can give a quick look at their video, which has some little better images. Dennis couldn't make it with me, so I asked the PR lady to shoot our video. So here's the Glowforge. The Glowforge, I keep saying Force, Glowforge 3D laser printer.
Hey, Dick DiBartolo, Man's Magic Writer, and the Giz Wiz. One Take Theater here at gizwiz.tv. So we're at a great event here. It's Glowforce. It's a 3D printer. It's not your usual 3D printer. And why do I say that? They printed this lamp. But we're going to find out some other neat stuff, and we're going to meet
Dan Shapiro.
And Dan, you are?
CEO, General Purpose Troublemaker.
General Purpose. Is that on your business card?
No, if I had a business card, it would be.
Oh, okay. Oh, no business card. Okay. So what are we seeing here on the table? Well, lastly, we'll go back and look at the machine, so people don't even know what this was printed on.
All right, so this is all the things you can do. Actually, it's only a tiny smattering of the things you can do. We've got everything from earrings, which is a design that somebody drew with a pen and then printed in acrylic and leather and wood, as well as the stand, which is printed in hardwood.
And what would it cost to print a pair of earrings like that?
About $1 to print a pair of earrings like that.
Wow, this is great. They're charging $50. This is where the money comes from.
So actually, a lot of our customers are launching small businesses or selling things on Etsy or Kickstarter and are actually turning their hobbies into a little tiny profession, because this tool can print things quickly and cost effectively. So you can go from this design into like mini mass production.
Wow.
So-
Okay, so what else?
I've got here a laptop that's been engraved with a company logo.
Oh, wow.
And this is drop the laptop in, drop your picture on it, hit print.
Wow. And how long did that take?
So this is about a 15-minute print. And something like this, well, this is a whole day project. So this is my shoulder bag, and you can see it's got custom compartments for everything that I carry with. It not only printed the leather, but it did all the holes here. So what I had to do was take a dull needle and thread and then go back and forth and lace it up like a shoe. I don't know how to sew, but this is within my capabilities. So this whole thing comes together out of leather from the Glowforge, and all you have to do is the assembly. This is one of the most ridiculous projects that I've personally been involved with.
And now, like, do you have the plans for that on your website, or how does one go about designing that from scratch?
So
Did you?
We have a digital design catalog, so you can take designs like this and just click print and they go. But our customers will design from everything from Microsoft Word to PowerPoint to Adobe Illustrator or Photoshop up to CAD software. I put your business card in the Glowforge, and the camera has actually captured the image of your business card. So I'm going to tell it I want this part right here.
Can you get the logo part in too?
You bet.
Yeah.
There we go. There.
Perfect.
All right. And that's it.
Okay.
Now, that's the design process.
All right.
But I'm gonna join this up with a puzzle
So funny that you have a
that
puzzle. I have
one
a
of our
puzzle.
designers created in Adobe Illustrator. Oh, look at that. That's just about perfect. So we'll put that in the middle. And that's how product design works on a Glowforge. I click print and off we go.
I told them my background in 3D printing, and they said, okay, Dick, we're going to let you push the lighted button.
Wow,
My
what
part
a
is
professional.
Oh, I like the sounds. Whoa!
So it's moving back and forth and pulsing thousands of times per second to engrave up to 1,400 lines per inch the detailed image from your business card. Then when it's
And
done,
we're printing
it's
on
gonna go back
wood.
and it's going to cut puzzle pieces out of that. So you've actually scanned the business card to get the image, and then we've taken puzzle pieces that we drew in Adobe Illustrator, and we're going to plop those on top to create a little puzzle out of this.
And we're printing on walnut hardwood.
Yeah, this is material that we produce that's actually pre-finished, pre-sanded, and masked with a paper masking so that when you take it off, you'll see it is ready to go right out of the machine. Now, you can use materials from other sources. You can take a piece of tile from the local home store and engrave it. You can engrave glass, metal, even your laptop. But these materials make it really easy because they're automatically detected by the machine and all the settings are done for you. Here comes the puzzle pieces. So you can see the lasers now at full power, and that glass tube you'll notice is lighting up pink. That's the full 45 watts of the Glowforge Pro, focused down to a spot the width of a human hair. It's vaporizing a hairline of this wood material so that you go and cut the pieces out of this puzzle design.
My business card is being cut into pieces. I hope this is an easy to solve puzzle.
Well, you be the judge. It's done. It's ready. Go ahead and open the lid.
Now, do we have to wait for a cooling down process?
Nope, it's ready to go. Just grab that piece of material
Just
and
hold
lift.
the entire piece? Oh my goodness. Okay.
Here, we're going to save you a little headache and
Okay.
pull that up with a piece of tape so that
Okay.
it doesn't all come apart.
Oh, okay. Very good.
That's crazy.
Now, if I wanted to do color, can I do color? Or is that not available yet?
So it's grayscale only.
Grayscale only? Okay.
You get 255 shades of gray depending on the material.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is use this both to get it all off in one piece instead of 12 pieces, and to get all the little bits of paper off, because that protective paper coating that I talked about
Yes.
is going to come right off with the tape.
I know it's not on sale yet, but do you know what the price is going to be?
So we will be
Or
launching.
a ballpark?
Yeah. Let's see. Our Pro model is going to start at $6,000, and we'll be announcing the price for everything else this Monday. Right, April 23rd. So April 23rd, you can go to glowforge.com and see our lineup from the Pro, which we've been printing on here, to the Basic, the entry-level model, the least expensive one. They'll all be there on sale at glowforge.com.
So that's an incredible price, because I've actually looked at laser printers before, because I do Hello OMG, which is like a
Yes,
merchandise store.
yeah.
And almost all laser printers come in at like $13,000, like a car, like a really, really expensive piece of equipment, because you're going to use it over and over and over and over again. And some people are asking, where does all the smoke go? It tends to be that there is a big air filter off to the side. And maybe
Yes,
you can,
yes. And there's a vent that can go to a window.
right.
And so she didn't get a good shot of my card. So
Oh, yeah,
that is
look at
my
like-
wood card. And I left the tape on the back, but it is a puzzle piece. You can probably see I have a 12-piece puzzle.
That's perfect.
And so if you go to there, you know what? They sent me the press release. They said, we can send you the embargoed stuff. And I said, send it on Friday. I don't want to say anything on the show that isn't, for release yet. But I went to their website, and it does seem, I don't know if this is what they're going to announce on Monday, but it seems like there is a pre-order for a $3,999.
Right. The basic is, I clicked this buy now link.
Oh, did you? Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
and there's the Pro, but then there's this basic, which
The
is
basics.
$4,000 bucks.
Yes, and that's, I think that might be what they're going to say is shipping, or you can actually get it starting Monday. I'm not sure. But when we saw that lamp that I said they 3D printed, the Pro model has a feed through slot. So they can feed through lumber 5 feet long, the height of that lamp.
Oh.
So they put the lumber in, and it's fed through, and I think he said they printed the lamp in 4 giant pieces and then put it together. So it's quite incredible. And also someone in the chat room was saying, real leather? And yes, they make leather and all different kinds of fabrics and plastics and acrylics. You can print on paper. In their video, there's someone printing on chocolate. It's really quite something.
Yeah. Like laser printers have been around for a while.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, for a long time.
Yes.
But they've never really been ever priced where someone like us could get it, and then also the software. He was using Illustrator. I mean, that's incredible that you could just throw an Illustrator. I mean, I'm not super familiar with laser printers, so maybe you can do that nowadays. But most people can figure out Illustrator given a few YouTube tutorials. So that's some really, really cool stuff.
Yeah, and the other thing is that they make all the materials available, like the wood that they printed my Giz Wiz card on. You can buy a whole sheet of that. It's already pre-finished. It already has the protective layer on it. So you have nothing to do but stick it in the machine and design what you want on it. So they've really done a lot of work to make it much more consumer friendly for people who want to get into this kind of thing. And someone in the chat room says, well, who would use this? Someone like Chad.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone who wants to, attend fairs on Saturdays and have a booth and sell things that they've made. I think it's pretty neat.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I mean, also, depending on, I would love to know the features of the Basic, because that's $4,000. If you are someone who goes to a convention, a lot of conventions, and not just one a year, but maybe one a month, that could pay for itself in 3 conventions, and by giving away any type of personalized product would be incredible. That is a staggering price point. I mean, that is just an amazing price point for something like this. And that sound, that really loud sound, that was most likely the fan pushing all that exhaust out to somewhere. But yeah, very cool.
Yeah, it looks very, very space age. And you can realize that there must be a market for this for them to raise almost $28 million in 30 days.
Yeah.
And that was done by people. Because I went back and looked at, all these offers are long gone, because I think they started advertising this 3 years ago. I believe people could buy the unit we just saw for half price, $2,900 or something.
Wow.
And that's how they quickly got to almost $28 million. Wow. And he said everybody, the gentleman, he was the CEO, said that everybody who had paid for the advanced price, everybody already has their printers. And so that's why now they're going to make their big announcement on Monday. And I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah.
But actually anybody can find out on Monday. Just go to Glowforge. Glowforge.com.
Yeah, and it's also cool, this air filter upgrade. It's a $1,000 upgrade, and it sits right below it. So that's really convenient. It would just sit right below the product instead of off to the side. That's pretty cool.
And if you don't want the filter, then you should put the vent out the window.
Exactly, right. Or give everybody air masks.
Okay.
Just kidding. Joking,
or do it in the backyard.
Yeah, exactly. Do it outside. There you go. Very cool product. Oh my gosh. I might even have to keep these guys in mind.
Yeah.
For the future product stuff. That's really cool.
Yes. I'll get you on their PR list.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Could I have a demo, please? Actually, that would be great. Thank you.
No,
so
I think
much.
they'll send you press releases.
Yeah.
I'm not so much.
I bet so.
Okay, so spring coming. Dennis and I were working in the yard, and I found a weird product on Amazon, and here's what it is.
This just arrived via UPS. What is it? It's ivy. Okay. Ta-da! Color tree. Maybe it's imported. There's a U in there. Color tree faux ivy screen. All right. So the problem is, over the years, the backyard fence has sort of shrunk, and you can see through the pickets. And I wanted something for more privacy, and I saw this online, and I bought one and realized it was too short, so I bought another. And so you can see for yourself what it's like and how it arrives. So this is it. And so this is, to tell you the truth, this is the second one I got, okay? The first one was a little short. And this one is a little better than the first. See the problem? The things, they're not really put on well. Oh, I see how they did it. So there's they pop off. And it says 100% coverage. but I'm gonna walk out and show you what we found with the one that we put up so far. Okay, all right, so this is the piece we have up, but you see there are a lot of bare spots here. Here, a bare spot there, and there, and there, and there's some over there. But basically, you might not be able to see it. There's little holes in here, and then there are little pins on here that they stick them on. So I guess if you had endless patience, which I don't,
They should stick them on with a drop of glue or something.
Or
But
tie,
they
or
should-
have
I
a
think
bag.
they should do better than this.
Not a thing that can pop off.
And I don't know when there's a wind, I think it's going to be fall year round with the ivy blowing off. I mean, I bought it now. It's $110 to do the whole thing. This piece was $60, and the shorter piece that I now need is $40.
And of course, an airplane goes
It's
over.
about $100 to do this, and my fear is I'm going to give up my career writing, and I'm going to be an ivy putter oner. Okay, that's going to be the rest of my career, putting ivy on these little pegs. All right, so we performed some showbiz magic on the faux wall. Ta-da! So went to Michael's, Michael's the art store, bought a lot of fake ivy, had fake ivy poking through the fence, did some lighting, and I think we did a really decent job. So the faux ivy is covering most of the holes that you can see through, and I don't know where they get, I think on Amazon it says 99% coverage. That's pretty optimistic. I'll give you 70% coverage, but even with all this stuff, I think people can peek in between, but certainly there's a lot more coverage, and I think it looks a lot better than the fence did before we put this up. And of course, the darker it gets, the better it looks. Dick DeBartolo, Mads Medistrider, and the Giz Wiz. One Take Theater here at Disneyland Gardens. Bye.
Okay, so you didn't have so much luck with the online option, but it sounds like you had better luck with the Michael's version.
Yes. So what we did was actually we ended up kind of forcing the lattice work against the faux ivy, and that made it's impossible for the leaves to fall off.
Oh,
and
no.
as a matter of fact, the day after, I said to Dennis, I can't believe we're going to get a horrendous thunderstorm, which we did with thunder and lightning. It was 3 inches of rain in about 2 hours. It was really some. And I went out in the backyard, and there were real leaves all over the yard that had fallen from the trees, and none of the ivy came off. So, and we went out with a staple gun. So we made it pretty secure. So my guess is I'll get a year or two out of it. But as you saw, as I unrolled it, I don't know how they get away saying it's 90% coverage. But if you just don't want a green mesh on a garden and you have some money, it is a way to go. But those leaves should somehow be on there a little better.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's not difficult technology to find a way to make leaves not fall off of a net.
Yes.
It's like, tie it instead of. It's like
yes, or have it so that the little peg is hot.
Yeah.
And then stick the leaves so that the plastic do
Melts
something.
Exactly.
Do something.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh. Okay.
Anyway, so there are
not so
tons
great.
of different sizes. Yeah,
Yeah.
not so great. Not so great.
Okay. Well, that's a solid don't buy, basically.
Yeah, that's a solid buy.
I don't know.
All right, and Gadget 3 is Mo Torres, who buys endless stuff, did a video on a product, and I bought a different version of it, and here's that report.
Some time back, Mo, a guy who buys almost as many gadgets as I do,
talked about one of these speakers with lay your phone on top technology. Okay, that's not what it's called. It's where you can make your cell phone loud and amplified through this speaker. Now, his is powered by 3 AA batteries, and while roaming around Amazon, I found one with built-in rechargeable battery, a built-in rechargeable battery. So we're going to see how that works. Let's see. Can you hear that? Mm-hmm. Hum along. Well, that's not good. All right.
Seems like there's a bad ground in there.
One star gone right away. So the object here is you listen to music on your phone, but by laying it on here, it'll become much louder. So we play, as ever, the country Giz Wiz theme, Paul Minshaw.
That blue light would also...
So here, that's
That blue light, I forgot to mention that. It's crazy.
Now,
so bright.
That's pretty good, isn't it? I mean, it's not the best sound. Now, people online say it doesn't get loud enough, but in reality, you control it with your phone volume, okay? So let me see how loud I can make it. I can make it pretty loud. That's my phone all the way up.
Welcome back now. I'll be here.
Okay, so the hum is still
is back.
there. So that's kind of annoying. The actual one I bought, it was like almost 2 months ago, is no longer available. But this is one of those items on Amazon that's available under many different names because, as you can see, the unit itself, I'll show you mine, has no name on it. So the manufacturers, not the manufacturers, but the retailers just name it anything. So this looks certainly identical to that. You can see the photo. So here it's called the Thumbs Up UK touch speaker boombox in retail packaging. And it got, let me just look here. It got so-so reviews.
I think it was 3.7.
Top customer reviews. I guess that means the people who review the most, right? Not the best. This guy says not bad, novel idea, poor functionality, works good in a small indoor space. But a lot of people are complaining about the amount of volume. But a lot of it, as you heard, I made it very loud with this phone. So it really will depend on how loud you can make your phone for this to be loud. If you have a device that cannot fit on top of the oh, I feel like I'm on my boat.
You can hear the packets.
We're putting down the river. Oh, this is... All right, so it's picking up all kinds of sounds from the phone. So if you have like an MP3 player, there's audio in back here. And
Could double as a
play
flashlight.
any sort of
Yes, yes, that's a good idea.
player. Actually, any music source through this. This one is $26, I think. I paid a little less. I think it was on sale for I think I paid $20 for it. If you don't care about having a separate rechargeable battery, there are a lot of them online, down to about $15, and they run on AAA batteries. Maybe it's the built-in rechargeable battery that is causing this particular unit to have a hum in it. Oh, now with hum technology. I didn't notice that in the back.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. So
we've
get the one
switched
without the
roles.
hum technology.
Yeah. Other than your first gadget, we've switched roles. You have the crappy corner this time.
Yes, I do. I have 2 crappy corners in a row.
And
I made up for it with I made up for it with
the laser
Geoforge.
Yeah.
Geoforge.
Okay, so the Boom Touch wireless, not so great.
No.
And it's basically, it uses a almost like a super proximity microphone to amplify your phone. The vibrations through the phone on that pad on the top is what
And someone said it is effective. So, if you're just going to use it occasionally, get the $14 one. It runs on 3 AA batteries.
Yeah.
And it looks exactly the same as mine. So.
Right. It's good for those phones that don't have headphone jacks like mine.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
So it's compatible with any device that will output sound. So pretty cool, even though it's not so great. And like we said, the other versions, shop around for one if it suits your fancy. Cool. With that.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for...
You don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner.
Is it invisible?
It's not invisible, but I have it plugged in right now, and so I actually wanted to show it to you working, and then I'll go grab the device and show you the actual device.
Okay.
I'm going to show you the website first. This is, of course, Home Security Month, so we're talking about home security gadgets, and this one I love. I'm just going to say that right off the bat. I love this device. It's called the Wyze Cam, WYZE, and it is a $20 security camera, and it's very small, as you can see. They have a really fun little video. I'm not going to play it right now, but that'll give you an idea of what it is, and then I'll go grab it in just a second. Right now, it's plugged in. It's actually been capturing us right now on the Giz Wiz, and here is the app right now. So you can kind of see, this is actually currently what's going on. I'm waving here, and then I can cut over. I mean, you can kind of see. Here we go. Let's see if I can wave, cut, wave, cut. Anyway, it's live, and you can also kind of see that. Maybe you can see if I can hold my hand.
Okay.
Still enough.
There we go.
There's like a little bit of a box around me. There we go. You can see that it's doing some motion detection here to detect my hand and that sort of stuff. Okay, so now you can kind of see that it's working. It's pretty real time, and let me go grab it and unplug it from the wall here.
What Chad doesn't know is that we replaced his camera with a $3,000 version.
Exactly. There we go. So here it is. It's just a little itty bitty camera. There you go. It's pretty small. It has a little base that pops down, just like that. And this is magnetic. So if you find,
that's great.
Yeah, if you find something magnetized or that's steel, you can stick it on there and move it around. The base is pretty flexible in terms of kind of what you can pull off. So it can wall mount pretty easily and move back and forth. And then also there's a swivel inside as well. So the base will swivel, or the camera can swivel. And then this can collapse down, or you can move it over and collapse it down, however you want.
Wow.
I'm really impressed with it. So once again, only $20. So I've been kind of recording some stuff with it. It'll obviously live stream, which you just saw, but it will also allow you to do playback. So let me go ahead and capture that. So this is the app, and let me just try to do a general overview of the app. First, you have just which cameras you have. You can add multiple to your account. In the middle here, in the middle you have notifications. So these are all the events that have happened throughout the day. So you could click into to one of them, and it would play. And you know what? It might not play because it's not plugged in right now. Oh yeah, here. Let me go plug it in, and maybe we'll be able to get some video playback.
So you're gonna play events from earlier today?
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
So a few features as this boots up, we can talk about those, is that it offers free 14-day rolling video recording. So you get to see all your videos on the cloud for 14 days, and that's completely free. You don't have to pay for any service in order to get that. This is not an IP camera. So IP cameras are really popular. You can buy them fairly inexpensively. And an IP camera, you need to, it's only for your internal network, and you kind of need an IP camera viewer or an IP camera catcher to record that video. This is a cloud camera. So this has to communicate with the internet, the wider internet, and then it'll store it on the cloud. And even when I'm viewing this, I'm not viewing this as an IP camera viewer. I'm viewing it from the cloud, which might scare some extremely security conscious people, because that means that all of your video is going to the Wisecam service for people, so potentially they could view your camera. But it has an added benefit that you can see this camera from anywhere in the world. Normal IP cameras, you need to install extra steps to view your camera away from your house. So if you're not at home, you would have to kind of like get into your internal network in order to view the camera. This is just plug and play. Once you connect it once, it's always going to work. Okay, so it should be up and running, so I should be able to kind of give you a better idea of the app. So we got your notifications. I can click on any of these. Oh no, it's not going to work. Let me see if I can't close this out. Let me think of some other stuff that it does. It can do time lapses, which I actually did a time lapse right before we recorded the Giz Wiz. Here we go. Okay, perfect. So now it's working again. Suffice it to say that I really do like the app. I was going to give you a walkthrough, but I guess it's a little bit hard. So I can go to my time lapses. You can easily start a time lapse from here. You can also view your previous time lapses. And you have an album of everything, so you can capture videos and photos. Here's my previous time lapse. This is me setting up the Giz Wiz, and Waffle's running around. I had to leave right there, come back, setting up all the Giz Wiz stuff. I did this just before we went live.
Yeah.
Waffle's walking around in there. Now you do need to tell it when you want the time lapse to happen. So it's not going to automatically create a time lapse for you, which I kind of wish that it would, of like maybe current events or like some events that happen during the event, during the day. But it will, capture a time lapse that you have scheduled. It has fantastic night vision. Fantastic night vision. Let me see if I can view my library. Here is the night vision from inside my laundry room, which it turns into black and white during that time. But this is all lights out.
Boy, that's pretty good.
It's amazing. And I've had a whole bunch of cameras. Night vision is probably the most difficult part that most cameras do. The best night vision I've actually seen for an affordable camera has been, up until now, the Pet Cube. But this one does it very, very, very well. It automatically switches. Some of the settings that you can change is you can change whether there's a box around what it's detecting motion from. Let me go into some settings. You can put an SD card into it, so it'll automatically record to the SD card. You do need that to go back in time when you're just using the app and not using the cloud feature. You can set the night vision mode if it's off, on, or just on auto. You can rotate the video 180 degrees. You can turn on and off the watermark, motion tagging, camera status lights, and the time that's in the bottom corner if it syncs to your phone or if it's a manual. You can change your motion detection sensitivity. If it'll send you an alert, a push notification whenever that motion detection is detected. And I have found that it is incredibly quick. In fact, when it was set up in my laundry room before, I would walk through the laundry room, and it's only like a 3-foot space. As I'm walking, it would notify me that there was motion in the laundry room, and I was like still there, which was pretty incredible.
Wow.
So all that said, I say this is a very, very, very cool.
How did you happen to get this?
I bought it, and
I mean, how did you find out about it?
I can't remember now. I feel like they did. Maybe
great.
Like I saw it on a Facebook ad or something. But I'm glad that I found it, because it's really cool. I've only bought one so far, but I've enjoyed it so much that I'm probably going to buy a few extras. And it's all wireless, so it does it over Wi-Fi, and so that's pretty simple. You don't have to move Ethernet cables around or anything.
Yeah. It's nice looking too.
It is. It's nice looking. It's easy to install. The process to install was you just told it your Wi-Fi password, and then it used a QR code, which I've never seen an app do before. And you just held the QR code up to the camera, and there's voice. It would use a voice to say, starting to connect or ready to connect. So it was a very easy to set up. You can do time lapses. You can see live video without delay. You can see it anywhere, not just at your home. And really, I think it's this is another thing. You can hear. It has a microphone built in, but you can also speak. So you can use a little microphone on your phone to speak back. So if you want to, you can, like if you see an intruder, you could speak to them, or if you want to talk to your parents or whatever. Oh, this is another feature. Okay, I'm glad we're watching this. Is that it will detect the sounds of a fire alarm or a CO2 detector. And so it's not as perfect as being hooked in. It doesn't. It's basically looking for that fire alarm sound, and then it would send you a push notification that there was a fire alarm that went off. So it's not as perfect as actually being maybe your home's security system, but that's pretty cool that it will listen for that.
Is it Android and iOS?
Yes, Android and iOS.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then someone asked, you must have a smartphone.
Yeah, it's one of those that, you have to have a smartphone.
Okay.
There's no PC.
There's no PC.
Needed
Okay.
Or required. $20 now. That $20, there is shipping on the website. So if you're hoping that you have a $20 bill or only $20 in your bank account, there is $5 shipping. And also if you buy
wait a minute. Now
I know. What the heck? $25.
What kind of a scam is this?
I can't handle that. And so it's basically going to cost you $25. And then on Amazon, you can buy them on Amazon, but the price is not $20 on Amazon. It's like $25 on Amazon.
Okay.
So yeah. But I just got to say, and see, shipping. It looked like shipping. I just added 3 to my cart, so that's $60. But then it's now $13 in shipping. So they kind of get you with the shipping. I feel like it's built in to almost increase the price of the device. So you are gonna see that, and that might be a little bit annoying. But yeah. That's about it with the Wise Cam version 2. They apparently have a previous version, but I have just been really, really happy with it. Been easy to install. Been app works solidly, and happy with it so far. So there we go. That's my not so crappy corner.
Absolutely.
With that, let's jump into Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
On. And our email says, hi, Dick and Chad. I love your show. Been watching for about 2 years now. I was at my brother's house having dinner a few weeks ago. Remembered that he had a few toys from our childhood in one of the back rooms, and how you guys always needed a video. So I decided to do my part and share them with you. I hope you enjoy. Tanya, a.k.a. Nilba, Nilba.
Yeah, Nilba. Yeah.
Nilba. And she has some great toys, so let's look at her video.
Hello, Dick and Chad. I was visiting my brother today and thought you would be interested in seeing a couple of the toys we used to play with when we were kids. The first thing I want to show you is this Tronic. It's from Radio Shack. Sadly, he doesn't work right now. He doesn't have any batteries, so he may work. We don't know. But when he does work, basically you would turn these little knobs and buttons, and you would rotate this arm. This would move. It would move up and down. It would move sideways. This whole base would just rotate. And he was very dexterous. We could pick up very small things, pick them up, move them, and it was loads of fun to play with. And you could put a little timer on to challenge your friends or your brother to a match on who can move stuff around. So it was really fun. The next thing I want to talk about is, it requires some assistance from my brother, is this thing. And this is a Tommy Tronic 3D. Now, from what we know, there were 3 versions of this, and we have the tank version. There was a boat version, and I think an airplane version. But with this, it requires light. You have to have light. So you had to have light coming into the screen, or you can't play it. So it takes 4 AA batteries. You can turn it on and off. You've got your fire button, your left and your right, and you can even turn the sound on and off. So we're going to turn it on. We're going to have the sound on, and we've actually practiced this a bit. And if I can get close enough and wiggle it around just right.
Ah.
You can see it. There it is.
Oh, wow.
So,
See if you can hit the fire button.
there we go. So here's our tanks. We got 3 of them.
It's so weird that it's
And you can move
electronic,
left
but
to
yet
right.
it requires the sun.
Yeah, that is a variety.
Now, you don't want to get fired upon. And you want to fire and shoot the alien crafts coming after you. So they're just fun little
Wow.
toys. You turn the sound off, and that's how we played it very often as a child, because it gets very annoying very fast when you're not the person playing it. But they're fun, made in Japan. So I just wanted to share that with you. So I hope you enjoy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Some of the chat room said it's like an early virtual reality.
Yeah. This is just so weird. It's like we have the technology to move and right. It's like can't throw in a light bulb. Like no, that's just out. Not at all.
Come on, we put everything else in it.
No.
Get your own light bulb.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, wouldn't the light destroy the image in there?
You would think. I don't understand how it's working. I have no idea.
Yeah, me either.
Maybe it's like old school
either.
LCD that like opened the light to come. I have no idea. That is just the weirdest thing. Thank you so much,
Anyway,
Nelba.
yes. So I assume you live in the U.S. You will get. Actually, you'll get Mad #1.
Ooh.
Because Mad #1 came out a week early by mistake. And you'll get a copy of Mad #1, and you'll get one of those 35-year-old Alfred E. Newman photos. I'm assuming you live in the United States. We have one more video in-house. I had forgotten about this one, and Tanya reminded me about it. And then we have one that came in this past week. But we're looking for more, so if you have anything like old toys around, new toys. We've opened up Dick's Gadget Warehouse to any video that has a gadget in it. Okay, shoot in the horizontal plane. Just make sure we can hear you. Make a video anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes. Put it on YouTube. You can click the little down menu and click unlisted if you don't want others to see it, and send us that URL. Don't click private, then only you can see it. Send it to mail at gizwiz.tv. And if we use it, and we are using 99% of everything that comes in, you'll get the MAD and the picture. If you live in the U.S., if you live anywhere else, I will physically sign one of those 35-plus-year-old Alfred E. Newman pictures, scan it, and email it to you, print it out. We've done this 4 times now. People say you print it out, you frame it, it looks like the original. And then when you come to New York City, your signed picture will be on top of my scanning machine. So do that as soon as you can. We have 1 video for next week, and then we'll need more. Mail at gizwiz.tv.
Perfect. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
Ooh.
And our letter is from Dan Walkerhauser, Wakerhausser. And I got this letter a while ago, but I saved it because what he's talking about is coming out tomorrow. Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Dan says there's an interesting gadget from Nintendo. I know you don't usually cover video games, but it seems like it would be right up your alley since you cover tech toys. I'd like to see your reaction to it. And it's called the Tendo Labo. Do you know about this?
Yeah. I think we may have even covered this before.
Well, actually, the kit is what's coming out.
Right. Yeah. And so Nintendo has cut these cardboard pieces, and you buy this cardboard set, and you build it yourself, and then it can do crazy stuff with the Nintendo Switch. And here, we'll just skip ahead. So
yeah. Okay, good. Right. Because I looked on Amazon, and it says available April 20th.
Nice.
So,
Very cool.
It's great.
Yeah. So, like, you could do pianos, you can do little robotics things. This is like a a fishing rod. And it uses the controllers that come with the Switch as a way to understand what's going on. So you can see there's that red and blue controller. Those are the Joy-Cons. And that will allow it to understand kind of how it's moving, or in this situation, you're using them as vibration devices. And there's just all sorts of crazy stuff that's going on. And this is the most incredible, which is this mech warrior thing that you can use inside the game with almost like a VR headset, crazy stuff. All the instructions are on the Switch, so you'll put it together. It is not a fast thing. I've heard that it expects you to take hours and hours, like a whole day to put it all together. It's not a quick little throw this together thing. This is a little bit
even
longer.
though it's cardboard.
Right. It's gonna take you a while to build it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's a lot to it. And because it's cardboard, you can color it or do whatever the heck you want with it. Tape it up and make it your own, which is pretty cool. So yeah, Labo.
All right. Labo, and I think I got an email today from Circuit City. I believe they are Circuit City.
I was like, they're
from
still
Best
around?
Buy.
Wow.
From Best Buy, and I think Best Buy said that they were able to jump the gun, and the stuff was available starting today.
Nice.
But if you look on that, they're all listed on Amazon, and it'll say starting. There it is, 420. Well, actually, when you see this, it will be 420.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as of recording this video, or as of publishing this video. Yeah, I really want to test it out because that just looks so cool. It looks flawless in the teaser, in the trailer. I really wonder how it is in real life.
Do you own a Switch?
I do. Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah. So I need to check it out for sure. But it's also not cheap, from what I understand. It's pretty expensive.
I was hoping. I thought maybe because of the construction, it would be.
No, here, let me see
Sort
if I
of
can
it.
find exactly how expensive they are. They come in sets of a lot of different, so you get a pack of a lot of different things.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
$70 for.
Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. And then $80 for that Mech Warrior. Just the
Holy
mech is $80.
Cow.
So yeah, not inexpensive. It also comes
No.
with all the software, so you get
okay.
the cardboard, and then you also get the game that goes along with it. So you're buying a game and the hardware, or the cardboard, to make it all. So it is rather expensive. It's a AAA game.
However, if you had a 3D laser printer.
There you go. Then it would only cost you $6,000. That's it.
right.
That's
right.
all
but
it would
but
cost you.
for the first one.
Yeah,
And then the second one is just an old Amazon box.
exactly.
Just say 3D printer, make a copy of that, please.
Yeah,
Hey.
exactly. So that's real cool stuff. I love that the technology that is shipping in consoles is so advanced and so open-ended that something like this can exist, where they just make a few things. And
I think it's great.
it's incredible. It's just absolutely incredible.
I think it's great that someone says, "Oh, if it can do that,
Right.
it could do this."
Right. We have a camera on here. We have motion sensors, and you can vibrate, and it can do all this stuff. Why don't we build something out of all that? Really creative. Really cool, for sure.
Hey Murray, where's your Switch? Oh, it's on the moon. Did I
Yeah.
tell you? Did I tell you? I
It's
invented
in
a
my
rocket?
robot right now. 1 second. Let me go get it. I have to dismantle this thing.
Wait a minute. I'll have the robot march to your house.
Yeah.
Leave the door open.
And with that, we want to give a big thank you to our patrons. Patreon.com/GizWiz is our Patreon page. There you can support the show. If you're unfamiliar with Patreon, it's a platform to support independent content creators like ourselves. And you can see us there. Big thanks to everybody who does support us currently on the Patreon page. And we don't ask for a lot. I do believe that now Patreon sets a minimum of $1 per episode. But please, a dollar per episode is fantastic. Would love that. So thank you so much for those who support over on patreon.com. You guys are amazing. And if Patreon's not your thing and you want to give a one-time donation, you can give via PayPal on our website, gizwiz.tv. Click the Patreon tab at the top, and then there's a PayPal link on that page. Thank you guys so much for supporting
That's great.
the show.
We let's see. Next month we will be starting year 4 because of the Patreon.
Holy cow.
Yeah,
4
keeping the
years.
quality of the internet down low where it belongs.
Exactly. Keeping it very humble. That's the
Giz Show. Humble and bad quality.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
our middle name.
Yeah. We should sell cardboard, I think, should be our next business venture. If you want to play What the Heck Is It? It's the game show online. Head on over to gizwiz.biz. You're guessing a gadget. This is the full gadget, not just a part, not just a piece. We don't play like that. That is the entire gadget right there. And you have to guess what it is. And it's pretty obvious to me that this is a device for storing things that ship to you to make sure they don't get beat up too much. Yeah, that's right. It is a futuristic packing peanut. Obviously, it's a packing peanut. If you think you know what this is, get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. 6 Mad Magazines for correct answers. 12 for hilarious, clever, interesting, or creative answers. And this is the Mad Magazine you're going to get. Issue number 1. I can't believe they shipped it a week early. I mean, the new guys can't figure anything out. What the heck? And signed by Dickie D himself.
Yes.
You can catch our show live every Thursday about 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. We only have like one conflict coming up in the next 2 months, so head on over to gizwiz.tv around that time to catch the show live. If not, we make the shows available online, gizwiz.tv, to find all of our previous episodes, or find us in your favorite pod catcher. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the Giz Wiz. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.